So in this video, I'm going to tell you the story of Hezekiah. So this happens in Isaiah 39. So I'm going to give, as I normally do, I'm going to give a brief description. I recommend that you actually read the whole story, even before 39 as well. So basically, Hezekiah becomes ill, and he basically pleads with God, and God decides to add life to him. Now during this time, while Hezekiah is ill and struggling, the king of Babylon, his son, sends letters to him. So for one thing to point out, that even though they are enemies, he reaches out to him because he's ill. So when he gets better, Hezekiah invites him, to, where he lives and everything, and he shows him everything. Literally everything, and this is what becomes a downfall. He shows him everything, his sons, just everything. And when Isaiah finds out of this, he has a message from God, and this message basically says to him that a time Babylon will come and take everything, your sons, what your fathers have saved up, or your descendants. Now this actually, well, obviously a lot of the prophecies do happen, but this is actually recorded, and this is recorded in 2 Kings. So it happens, so it's referenced in 2 Kings, chapter 24 verses 10 and 11, and then 2 Kings, chapter 25, 11 to 17. So what did Hezekiah do wrong? So first of all, what he did was very prideful. By showing him all his stuff and everything, he's very boastful and prideful. Instead, he should have been boastful towards God and showing what God did to him and stuff. Instead, he basically highlighted his pride. Now it is also referenced in 2 Chronicles, which I'm going to read, that basically God did this as a test. It was literally a test, and unfortunately he didn't pass. So in Chronicles 2 chapter 32, it says from 31, it says, whoever regarded the ambassadors of the prince of Babylon, whom they sent to him to inquire about the wonder that was done in the land, God withdrew from him in order to test him, that he might know all that was in his heart. So as I said, it said there that it was a test. So God just withdrew from him, and unfortunately he failed the test, because as I said, he basically, instead of showing the wonders that God did to his life, he showed him all the worldly things, and that's what caused, Babylon to then take all his stuff, all his belongings, basically take everything from him, because instead of being boastful of what God did to his life, he did the complete opposite and just showed him all the worldly stuff instead. Another thing he didn't actually take into note is the fact that he was his enemy. Okay, his enemy showed him love, but he put his guard down a little bit too much, and by showing him everything that was, precious to him, it was kind of a thing to say that I will show everybody, anything. It's not really like precious to me. So then God was like, you know what, because you not necessarily care, I'm gonna let everyone see it. So Babylon, go take it. So there's that as well. He kind of rushed into judgment, and second of all, he didn't ask for guidance at all. Okay, it said that God kind of, not necessarily disappeared, but retreated, but he could have still prayed and asked for guidance, but he didn't even do that either.